Make me feel better.
Oh man.
Is there anything you can tell me that's going to make me feel good in this moment?
Make the bad man stop.
Somebody said we need a neuralizer from Men in Black.
Oh, I see you got
AJ
the
said
red
that.
shirt Trek
I know.
Trek uniform going, so that means someone's dying tonight.
Well, see, the thing is that this is the new red, so like I theoretically should not be dying, but maybe I'm bringing the original series vibes for the red, so I shouldn't have gone on
There
this
you
away
go.
mission. Oh, brutal.
Oh.
See, AJ
Wow.
saying Jack versus Quinn should fight for the memes. No, that's not going to happen. People's first UConn, it's a bad game. Rome is calling for a bag skate. I'd be down for that. Lorelai, Here we go. Can't win them all.
No, we're not going to go 82-0. And here's the thing. We've only lost 2 in regulation. So let's take a deep breath. Yes, it was our worst game of the season so far, but only our second regulation loss. Still early in the season. We need to regroup and possibly figure some line combinations out here. But that was not a good effort by the team. And very much so not a good effort by Shelovs. Boy, does he really struggle to track that puck in traffic. He, as soon as there's bodies in front of him, he just loses the puck and he leaves big holes right along the ice. And that is tough to unlearn.
Well, I'm a 49ers fan, and this might seem like it's off topic, but one thing that they say about my team, for anyone who knows, we got Brock Purdy as the quarterback, and he's not a very tall guy. And the thing about being in the NFL, part of the reason you want to be a tall quarterback is you can see over the play. Now, I wonder if a similar situation for Shelovs, where through his career, he's been one of the tallest guys on the ice. So theoretically, he should have a good view. Now he's playing in the NHL. Everyone's big. So do you think maybe that's part of the reason? Like now he has to completely alter the way he's playing because the bodies in front of him are so much bigger.
Possibly, but it's sometimes not even like shots from the point or anything like that. It's just even right in close to him. That fourth goal, I think, or fifth goal, when it came across his body there, like he's just wide open. You can't have those gaps. You got to have your stick on the ice if you're going to have your 5-hole open, right? So then that's basic goaltending that he's kind of slipping, making mistakes on. So I don't know. Again, are we seeing regression from the Ian Clark move with the quality of the practices that our goalies are getting? Shelovs obviously hasn't been getting into games. But last year, during long breaks, that didn't seem to be as much of an issue for our backup goalies and for the last few years. So I'm hoping this isn't a continuing trend.
I mean, at the end of the day, this is kind of par for the course for what Shelovs was doing in the AHL, right? Like he wasn't consistent last year. And the run in the playoffs was wonderful, but we still have to remember, one, he's 23, and two, he's technically our third string goalie at this point, right? So tough to see him let in all those goals. What was it, like 6 goals on the 19 shots that New Jersey got? But you got to make a save somewhere in there.
Yeah, and he's definitely a big game goalie, right?
Yeah.
Like he elevates his game. We saw it in the World Championships when he stood on his head and stopped a record number of shots, I think, for that tournament. And then last year in the playoffs. So, you can't discount the kid has talent, but there are some severe holes in his game that he has to tidy up if he's going to want to stay in the NHL, because Demko is likely back, I would say probably closer to Christmas now, looking like.
Yeah.
Given that he'll probably have to do a conditioning stint. But, where does Shelovs fall in the depth chart now? With a couple guys playing well down in Abbotsford, he's really got to pull his socks up if he wants to stay.
People's Yukon says, hi, Dustin.
Hello.
Oh, and Kempner Canucks likes your hat. He says, cool hat.
Oh, well, thank you. And I hate to do this to everyone, but I will be right back. There's someone at my front door.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, chat amongst yourselves.
I will be back in 30 seconds.
Cool. Rodolfo, the Devils are a very solid team this regular season. Yeah, absolutely. Let's see. Rodolfo, I wish the Leafs fans weren't so silent. They should take a drum and sing chant during the matches to scare the other guys. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, got that history of having a very rich lower bowl that doesn't get into a lot of the action. Bro, didn't Big Hog say we'd get shut out? I say we get him. Yeah, where is Big Hog? Is Big Hog still in here? Oh my goodness. Lorelei says, happy Halloween, guys. We definitely got the next one. Matt says, this is dreadful. This is scary. Luke Fireswater, game over, 6-0. Welcome back.
Thank you. Sorry about that.
Little package coming in for Dustin.
Yes. Medical delivery.
Zoe just puts a skull on the screen.
Yeah, so where were we?
So we got San Jose. San Jose is playing tomorrow night against the Blackhawks, looking to extend their 2-game win streak to a 3-game win streak. But you might be seeing a San Jose team that's coming in on a 3-game win streak after absolute muffin of a game by the Canucks. Do you expect that the Canucks will be able to handle the Sharks easy or more easily than they did the Devils tonight?
Well, obviously it's a totally different caliber of talent. The Sharks are in a rebuild mode. They don't have nearly the skill that they used to have. So they don't carry the same panache back in the Marlowe and Thornton days, right? They were a little more lethal. I think that the Canucks, it will definitely bounce back. We've seen ever since Tocchet has become coach, when we get filled in, the next game has historically been quite the bounce back, where we have buried quite a few goals in the next game. So we will see what happens. But definitely a lot of our offensive guys have got to pick it up. I mean, Miller was benched there for a little bit in the end of the second period, and you saw the power play go through the line blender. A few guys getting seeing the pine there. I don't know what the answer is for the power play. Like, do we need a new coach to run that, or what? Because the 4-minute power play in the first, we only had one shot on goal, I think, and that's just not good enough. There's way too much talent, far too much money on that ice to only be getting one shot through. So I wish I had a crystal ball to say, oh yeah, our power play is gonna figure it out, but it's been like banging our heads against a brick wall and doing the same thing over and over, and it's just not working. So someone's got to find some creativity, and I don't know where it is in the room. I don't know where it is in the coaching staff, but
maybe it's in Abbotsford.
We don't have the Sedins.
Yeah, we got them coaching, but we don't have them playing. I mean, is it we're looking at maybe just flipping it, right? You send Baines and Brandstrom down, you bring up Kudratsev and Lekermak, and you plug them right into that power play. It's wild. It's not going to happen, but at this point, you got to start getting desperate, I think.
Yeah, and I mean, arguably the best shift we had was when Hronik was out there with the first unit power play when Hughes had to get his cut fixed. So. Yeah. I don't know if maybe that's an option, because Hughes and Miller just look like they're trying to do way too much out there on the power play. The two of them got their wires crossed again. We give up another shorthanded goal. It is early in the season, and we have given up three or four, and that's not a stat you want on your score sheet. So. No. I am sure Talk will not be happy with the defensive effort of our team tonight. That was a poor game all around. Definitely Miller's worst of the season.
Yeah, you could say that for a few of the guys out there. If there's any silver lining from this game, I think it was high time the Canucks got their butts kicked because they've been winning games without playing well. So they finally, like, I mean, even against Carolina, if Carolina hadn't played the night before, it's probably a different game. So now we saw what the best teams in the NHL looks like. We saw them at full bore. New Jersey put them in the ground, and maybe this is the wake up call that the Canucks needed.
Absolutely. I agree. We've been playing with kind of house money a bit and borrowed time, I think. We've been getting some lucky wins. So this should be an eye opener for a few guys. And hopefully that gives the coaches some things to, some actual examples to show the guys in the video room. Like, hey, look, this is directly where this pinch, Mizey, you got caught. And this led to our first goal. And there's definitive moments in that game on all 6 goals where there was a pinpoint mistake made by a specific player that led to the goal, and it was a different player every goal, it seemed like. And arguably the only line that is still doing positive things is that Heinen, Bluger, and Sherwood line. I mean, they continue to be consistent, and we need everyone to kind of play with their type of hunger for the puck and their desire to keep it in the offensive zone.
The last thing I'll ask you is how bad does Garland feel that he fought and it absolutely did nothing?
I mean, that was a bit of a bright spot. Hey, look, a wild Garland has appeared.
Yeah.
Who had that on their bingo card tonight? A
No
Garland
one.
fight. I mean, that's one of the things that I've been frustrated with our team over the last couple of games. Our lack of pushback and turning to someone like Connor Garland to try and drive that. Yeah, great. His attitude's wonderful, but the guy is small.
Yeah.
And the last thing you want is your number one energy guy, and arguably right now our number one player, getting hurt in a stupid fight because he's trying to get the team going. So, you have people on the team that are capable of doing such things. If you need to get the team going, you got Juleson in the game. He's doing absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
So why not utilize guys like that to go out there, find a big hit, do something to generate some energy? But the building was flat. They weren't giving the fans much to cheer about, and they deserved the 6-0 loss tonight. That's plain and simple. If not worse, exactly.
Yeah. Well, Dustin, let's go lick our wounds, because I think we could sit here all night and point out like all of the bad things that happened in this game, but I think I'm starting to get depressed. So I'm gonna beam myself out of here, and we'll chat with you soon, and hopefully we can get a better result on Saturday against the Sharks. Thanks for stopping by, brother.
Sounds good. And not to add insult to injury, but our baby Canucks did get waxed again tonight. So continuing their trend of win one, lose one, win one, lose one. But we'll talk about that next time.
Yeah, sounds good, brother. Have a great night.
All right, man.
Nothing is perfect.